Hi, Brielle.
Hi.
So, what is that book about?
Aruy, magang-maga ang mga tonsil ni JM.
Okay, can you tell me what happened to JM? And
His tonsils are swollen, just like you can see on the page.
how did that happen?
Because he didn't like brushing his teeth. Well, no, it's not because of that. He ate a lot of sweets, though.
Mm-hmm. And then?
And the strep germs entered from his mouth while he was snoring.
Snoring
I
or
don't know if it's
yawning?
snoring.
It's yawning. Mm-mm. And then?
And then they entered.
Okay.
He was yawning while the strep germs were watching him, and they said, "Do you see that thing that's like a cave?" Then one of the strep germs pointed. I think it's this strep germ that's pointing. Yeah? Because his arms go do
Mm-hmm.
here.
Okay, and then?
Asked them strep germs. Oh, some of them asked, and they were curious about it, so they entered through, and they recognized there was a mouth now, and they went. The orange strep germ's target was the heart. These one, okay. The strep germ's target was the orange ones were the target. Look, this one. This one says, "Let's go for the kidneys," the orange ones. And the purple one says, "Let's go for the heart." So birth mauler, you TikTok, Delilah tongue, and this palette is very scared, and this one's always sleepy. And once they entered through, some of the strep germs said, "Let's keep away from that middle, that hanging thing. It's bound to stop us from getting into the heart and kidney." And then the other said, "Right, we'll walk on the side." But little did they know the tonsils were there to catch them. And they're stinking in it. Oh, look, the immune system. We didn't notice that. The immune system is not triggered yet. And these tonsils are like the tuning and the other tonsil, I forgot his name, said, "Ha, you thought you could get the heart and kidneys." So they thought it wasn't so. So one of the germs said, "But you may have us trapped, but you can't kill us. It's like a vacation here, right?" And then soon there became a fight, and the immune system was triggered on. Wow, just squish. What is this? And soon, these were playing rock, paper, scissors. He kept eating this and no things, and no brush teeth. And the germs are happy now, they're more powerful. These are getting swollen. Oh, they're light, and look, they're getting big. And this, the medicine, so he will not get it, and yay, it's not there, germs. But some of them stayed, and they're like feeling better a little bit. The immune system got the germs, but they were still in there. The bird molar. Okay, so the bird molar, this and this, are having a hard time this, and then the palate said, "Come on, guys, haven't you already get used to this?" And the deadly germs are still in there again, and this one. Are these the eyes or something? Next morning, JM felt there was thorns in his throat because it was hard to swallow, and yeah, and and he gave it a long because his mother told him to open his mouth, and like the ones in they're like, so
Mom, I'm thirsty.
yeah, someone's like, "Hey, looks like someone has come to save us." The strep said happily. Ew. But just here, inside the tonsils, they yelled, but is it really their ally? Yes, but Yay and Pilot tried to peep, but they could only see a big pair of round eyes and a pair of small chinky ones. These are the chinky ones. And they're like, hey, they're staring at us now. The remote. So they saw his tonsils were swollen. And yes, they called his godfather over. He's like a doctor too. So mom was gonna prepare some sopas. The mom told the sister about tonsillitis, which can hurt the tonsils, and she kept repeating the new word. And the sister said, "You can have my muffin," but the mother said, he can only eat something soft. So would you like some Jello? The sister said. Soon the godfather arrived and looked, and this is wooded, by the way. If it looks like a bandage, it is not. Then he gave him the strawberry tasting medicine to gargle. And then these tonsils that we just read are like, how good it would be to destroy the heart and kidneys. But then they were starting to get weak because of the red stuff. And they're like, stay away from that red stuff. It will make us weak. But soon the next morning he felt a little better. And he's like, ah. And his sister is like, does it still hurt? Does it still feel like there's worms in your throat? Is it still hard to swallow? So he kept gulping several times. He said, just a little. And this one, these are feeling a little better inside his mouth. And just sopas. And he's like, burr, burr. You're a real hero. And yeah, they were still swollen a little bit. And that's the end.
So how can you avoid getting tonsillitis?
By drinking a lot of water after you eat some sweets. And it even says here. And the doctor says it's still okay to eat cold sweets and cold drinks because the sweets are like to make the germs are weaker, you know. But the sweets, it's like makes the germs weaker, but it could also serve food for the germs. So you drink a lot of water.
Why can you take or eat cold food or cold drink when you have swollen tonsils or when you have tonsillitis?
I do not know. It's kind of confusing to me though.
The cold lessens the pain and the swelling. Mm-hmm. And then, why is it dangerous for the germs to get into the heart and kidney?
Because if it gets into the heart, you'll have something called rheumatic fever.
Rheumatic.
Yeah, rheumatic fever that will slow the blood pressure, and you'll have a hard time. And there's this thing called, where is it? The removal of the tonsils. But they don't recommend taking it from children. They only recommend it if the tonsils are too big, they can't breathe, and it's bad for their lungs. And they also recommend removing it when, I don't know.
Yeah, when it's too hard to breathe and the medicine
doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You said rheumatic fever, it weakens the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
What happens to the kidney if the germs get into the kidney?
So there's this, wait, where is it? Bato ba?
Bato ang kidney.
It's called nephritis.
Okay. What happens when the kidney gets nephritis?
You get weak. And I forgot to mention, if you have the heart thing, your joints will get swollen.
Mm-hmm.
If you have that, your face will get swollen, the nephritis.
Okay, when you get nephritis, the face will be swollen and
it will hurt.
the kidney will hurt. What happens?
It will kind of look like leprosy though.
Why?
You know, I don't know.
There are no bumps.
I
just
know.
swollen face.
I know.
How do you know if you have nephritis through your wee-wee? Through your pee?
Because it will be black.
Okay. Thank you, Riel. Do you have anything to add pa?
No. Bye-bye.
You like the book?
Yes.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.